Welcome to the Leading Female Insider podcast. I am your host, Rebecca. This is a place where we are empowering women to succeed in their career, business, and life by presenting behind the scenes secrets from inspiring women. We will explore their story, successes, and challenges, talk business, and dive into their area of expertise, providing inspiration and actionable insight for our listeners so you can succeed too. I also want to take a moment to thank all my guests for sharing their story, leading by example, inspiring and supporting other women. If you like what you hear, please remember to follow, subscribe, and rate our podcast. For more inspiration, you can also find Leading Female Insider on Instagram, LinkedIn, leadingfemaleinsider.com, and you can also watch the episodes on YouTube.
In this episode, which is the part 1 of our chat, Diteos, the CEO for Chilli Beans US, the largest accessories franchise in Latin America, told me how she's leading the way through the changing retail landscape and how she's impacting people's lives. In part 2 of our conversation, we also talked about how she became a CEO in the US after having built her career in Latin America, as well as how to manage a side business and balance it all. Hi, Mar. I'm so happy to welcome you today.
Hello. I'm super happy to be here with you today as well.
So you're joining from LA?
LA, Los Angeles, California, the sunny LA.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'm so excited for today and to have a chat with you because I think you have such an interesting story to tell. So let's just dive into it. Can you tell me about your career journey so far and your road to be a CEO?
Yeah, of course. Well, first I want to say that it's a pleasure to share my story with you and with your network. I strongly believe that the real power of any human being is just being able to motivate or to inspire any other person. So I hope with all the things that we are sharing today, I really hope that we can motivate and inspire at least one person, and that will be like more than enough for me. Well, about your question, so my road to be a CEO, right?
Well, yes, exactly.
I'm the CEO of a retail company here in Los Angeles. I have been here working for this company for the last 4 years almost. And it has been amazing. Like, it has been something that I really never planned to be like this, but I'm super happy with all the professional and personal development. And I would say that, yeah, I consider myself a CEO, but more than saying the road to a CEO, I would say the road to be a woman with a personal and professional life in balance. Because yes, I'm a CEO, and for me that means that I am able to grow and to invest time in my professional career. But not just that, because I know that sometimes you need to just put more energy or in the personal or in the professional side. And I wanted to accomplish something like that, but always in balance. So for me, it's super important just to mention those things, because it's like basically my main achievement so far, that I can balance those things. And yeah, so what else I can tell you about being a CEO? I always dream about being a CEO, managing people. I would say that more than saying I'm the CEO of something, my main goal was just to be able to manage people, to be able to change lives. I was reading the other day, and there is a really famous quote that says a billionaire, it's who can change the life for a billion of person, like a billion lives. So, and my main goal as a CEO was like to be able to change lives. And I think that I am accomplished that. It's not easy, but when you have in your hands the power of impacting others' lives through a product, through a service, or through a company, it's just a huge blessing. And I take my job super serious, just because I know that on my hands I have like a lot of people, depending on how I manage the company, how I make the decisions, and how I put them as a priority. So yeah, I would say that it's not easy. It hasn't like it has been a really big challenge in my life being a CEO. being a CEO for the company, be a CEO of my life, and be the CEO of the family. My husband always says that I'm the CEO and he is the COO. And this is how we try to manage that. But it's just like getting everything on balance. But yeah, this is like how I would describe that.
That's amazing. And I love that when you say that impacting people's lives. So, what do you do in your current job as a CEO? How can you impact people's lives?
Yeah, well, it's great because like basically I have like different ways to impact people. Like I have in charge like all the team. We have a marketing team, we have an accounting team, but basically we have also people that talk directly to customers, right? Those are like the heart of the company, the people who is there in the stores working, talking to other people, trying to sell, trying to get a commission, trying to improve their lives and their families' lives. And you are able to impact those people as well, because it depends on how you present the compensation plan, how you prepare them to sell in a better way, how you prepare them to enjoy, because selling, when you work for retail, it's really hard just to have a direct contact to customers, because you need to be like, you need to be able to have a really good interaction for you to be able to sell. And for them to be able to have really good interaction, they need to be happy on what they are doing. So they need to enjoy, because selling is not an easy task. And for them to be there fighting every day to try to sell a product, to present the brand, they need to be happy with the company. They need to be confident about what they are presenting, and they need to believe that they also can change lives. Like we sell sunglasses, watches, and it can be like so simple as selling a pair of sunglasses, but if you present in a way where you can feel that you are improving the other person's lives, it's like it's a huge impact. So we are impacting tons of employees by giving them the possibility of enjoying their job, having a really good compensation system where they feel that they are really appreciated by what they are doing, and also giving them the correct training for them to be able to enjoy what they are doing, and just be able to spread and share the values of the company while they are presenting the brand, right? Because they are really the brand ambassadors. So even if you have the best marketing strategy, if your employees are not convinced on what they are doing, it's really hard to give that message to the customer. So I would say that we are impacting a lot of families. And now with all this situation with the COVID, I face that in a really close way. Like we get the point where we needed to close the stores, and there were tons of families that they were still not approved for any unemployment benefit, and it was on our hands because we didn't have any money, any cash coming in the company. And still we needed to face it, as we were responsible for them. And we make a really good plan, just thinking about their families. We continued paying them until we were sure that some of them we were covered by the federal unemployment benefit, and if not, we prepare a plan for those who had no benefit. So this is the way that you can really impact lives. And these unprecedented times was a really good opportunity for you to show up and say, hey, we are in this together, right? It's not just you are the employee and you are the employer. It's like we are a team, and we will face this in the best way for us to benefit each other and try to protect each other. And it was incredible because we were just doing that by thinking like we need to take care of them. And once we started the process of reopening the stores, we have a lot of employees saying, hey, I can go there and I will help you. You don't need to pay me for now because I know that we are not getting money. We will go to the stores, we will clean. So it's amazing, and we were doing that without expecting anything from them. But at the end, you create a really strong relationship when you really show that you care of them. So this is the way that you can impact. So there are different ways, but my main three focus is just having a really fair and good compensation plan, being able to train them for them to enjoy the job, and then present a brand that they can really relate to, and they can kind of defend or promote with customers.
I love that, and how you mentioned it's very important to take care of your people, and you do that, and that's in this very difficult time. That's very important. So now with COVID, you mentioned as well that it's impacting, of course, the business, and now you're reopening the store. So what is on your radar at work right now with the reopening?
Well, the main focus right now is evolution. We need to evolve. The current traditional retail business model is not working anymore, right? So the first thing is we need to focus more on everything digital. So that's the main focus for the company right now, going to marketplaces, improving the e-commerce, improving the presence on social media, but also looking for different ways to interact with customers when they go to the stores, because we still have stores, right? So we need to evolve. And one big part for that evolution is the customer service. We are always like super focused on how we treat our customers. And this is why we focus also on how we treat our employees, because we really believe that when you treat well your employee, they will treat the same way the customers, or at least we try to do that. So there are two main focus right now. First is all the evolution towards the digital world, and then how to improve the experience that you are giving to the customers in stores, for them to still have the need to go to the store, to visit the store, to have any kind of experience that is memorable for them to want to go back, or at least to go to pick the items from the store and maybe see all around the store, to try to interact with employees. Our main product, our main line is sunglasses and optical glasses. So there is still some sensitivity. On customers that they want to try it on. They want to try on the sunglasses. So there are a lot of companies that they just send you like a couple of pairs of sunglasses for you to try them on, and then you just return the one that you don't like, or you keep the one that you like. But it still is not enough for the customer. So we will not be able to cover everything with stores, with physical stores, but we want to differentiate the way that we are presenting that to the customers, how you make a memorable experience inside the store for them to have the will to go again, to talk to the employees. And basically, we are focusing a lot on employees, like how you treat customer, how you talk to the customer, not being salesy or pushy when you try to present something. Just base our story more on what's the brand about, more than just trying to push to sell a couple of sunglasses. So it's just a huge experience that we are trying to develop there in the store. So it's basically that we are in a new transition, because all these like past 4 months, it was just like a contention plan, like just see how to survive, how to bring cash to the brand for us to keep the operation running. And now we have we are breathing again, and okay, let's move and let's evolve. So we are now focusing on those things, and mainly also new partners. We are focusing on wholesale. It's just like the new model for retail in general, right?
Yeah. And how do you see the in-store experience evolving after COVID?
Look, the main focus, at least for us, I think that the way that the brands need to go, it's just offering not just a product, but offering a service that it's like vital for customers. So we are basically an accessories brand. We are the biggest accessories brand in Latin America, but we also have presence here in the US. We have presence in Europe, in Asia. So we are growing. But we are basically accessories, right? So when you think about accessories, you see how you can improve the experience, or how you can attract more customers, or how you can make this experience something that the customers want to go to your store for them to have that experience. So we have been analyzing this for a long time, and now I can tell you that the main goal is just to offer a service. And what's the service that we can offer? Something that is vital for the customer. We are focusing more on the optical services because we sell optical services. The optical industry is something that it's has been super traditional for a long time. You go to the optical store and you make your eye test, you pick a pair of sunglasses, and it's like really high cost because you don't have too many options. So right now that that model is totally broken. It was disrupted. While you basically you are not obligated to pick a pair of sunglasses from the medical office. Basically, you have like a ton of options. The labs that make the prescriptions are more open also to work with different vendors, different different vendors, different partners. So in that way, we are developing a new service. We are focusing more on attracting that people that they have as first need, go to check their eyes, go to have a cool pair of optical frames. You know, before it was like just the traditional frames and we were not thinking about developing that. Now we are offering that, and now we are also developing something through the website where you can basically 100% digital. You can go, you can make your prescription online, and you get your optical lenses at home.
That's a very good segue into my other follow-up question on this in terms of the digital. So how do you see transferring your in-store experience to online? How do you see that shift now that people are turning online more and more than ever before?
Well, we would like to have what we call our like brand stores, like just the flagship store. So we are planning to have just like a couple or 2 to 5 stores like in a really key places around the US, and the rest of that will be through partnerships with other brands that they already have a good presence, a traditional presence or physical presence. But then of course we need to go to marketplaces. Amazon is a place where everybody needs to be right now. Even if we don't like it for some things, we need to be in Amazon. We need to have really strong presence in social media connected to our website. And we need to go basically what we call wholesale, that it's basically working with other partners, just enhancing the two brands. For example, if I work for sunglasses and I really like or I relate to other brand that it's selling clothes, or that they are selling other stuff that is related to us, just be close to them, try to make a partnership because here we work as a small business or medium business, right? In Latin America, we are a huge company, but here small and medium business, what they need to go is just to go with partners. We need to partner with other brands in the same situation, just to try to join forces and go bigger and help us to promote each other. But yeah, in terms of digital services, the presence in social media will be vital. Our own e-commerce, and also going through marketplaces like Alibaba and Amazon, that those two main marketplaces are like, they are driving the whole world in terms of marketplaces.
That's definitely a very, very big shift in the business. Tune in to our next episode to hear about how Mar became the CEO for Chilli Beans in the US after having built her career in Latin America, as well as how to manage a side business and balance it all.